Good morning to me. Good evening to you in the West or somewhere in the West. Probably good morning to you. My internet's a little bit slow today, and the main reason for that is because everybody's at home. and I don't have any tasks to do nobody's giving me any tasks to do for work. So we pretty much got a unlimited live stream here if we want it. I want to talk to you about 3-day millionaires and what I call real travel. Let me say first and foremost, please understand this. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with being a 3-day millionaire. Matter of fact, let me type that. Well, I don't need to type that in. Just know that there's nothing wrong with being a 3-day millionaire, okay? And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by 3-day millionaire. This is what I mean. Have you ever known somebody that's got a lot of money and that comes to a place and they stay for like, I don't know, 3 days and they spend gobs and gobs of money for 3 days, and they call them the 3-day millionaires because really what it is, some of them are legit, like actual millionaires, but this is talking about the 3-day millionaire. Okay, I'm not talking about real people with a lot of money. So they'll save and save and save all year. Hey, Steven, good to see you, man. Yeah, I know, right? It is good. It's good to see you on the screen too, bro. Aubrey, hello. Frank, hello. I got to look at Frank. I'll get back to you. Are you experienced? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for coming on over, Cody. What's up, man? Good to see you. Are you experienced? I'm very glad you're here. Love to have you as a moderator. Richard is in the house. He just got done with a very nice live stream. You guys can go check out the replay of that. Why don't you have a wrench, Richard? Hang on. You should have a wrench now. I don't know why it boots people off from time to time. Very weird. So the 3-day millionaire idea, I was first. What's the word I'm looking for? I was first exposed to it in the Philippines when I was there, and the the girls that worked in Angeles would say the 3 minutes, 3 inches, and 3,000, meaning pesos. That's what the 3-day millionaires would spend. Yeah, hey Paul, good to see you, man. And I just thought that was hilarious. The first time I ever heard it. Yeah, 333. Exactly, are you experienced? I thought it was hilarious. I did. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Let's see. Cody says Rich threw his wrench and the neighbor for knocking on his door for the first time today. Third time today. Okay, third time today. But so here's the concept. So the concept is you got something that, again, we're excluding real millionaires. Hey, Gio. It's no 3-day in Pats. It's 2-week millionaire. Yeah, that's true. But I'm talking. Just let me explain. Thanks for putting up the PayPal link. Are you experienced? I appreciate that. Okay, so your average person, like from the West, from the East, I don't care where they're from, that make a very moderate salary, right, will save up for an entire year. And there's nothing wrong with this, nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with being a traveler. I put real traveler. I probably shouldn't have put that because if you're traveling, you're traveling. But so your average person will save up all this money for all year, right? And then they take a 5-day vacation to somewhere like Pattaya, to Geo's point. Okay, they've got enough money to do them for three. The joke is in the inches of minutes. I know that specifically pertained to a certain ethnicity of people, but I'm not going to call out who that was. So they come for 3 days, right? They spend all their money and they have the best time, like the best time ever. But those are the people that I find that go home the most depressed. Like they go home and they're just like sad. Like I was in Richard's stream a few minutes ago, and I remember hearing. I think Tommy said something about his worst times going. FN, yes, I am still in Thailand. His worst times going to uh, Pattaya in the beginning were leaving the going home, right? And that's completely understandable because leaving and going home would definitely depress me if I was not living here, for sure. Cody says real millionaires don't go to Pat's unless it's Clinton. That's I love that. That's funny. But I just think to myself, I guess it's because on the cab ride back to the airport. That's right, our experience. Good call. I just always think that it's a much more enjoyable experience if you can stay longer, maybe spend a little less each day. Just get out and walk around and see. Hey, Robert, just get out and walk around and see like what's around you and that kind of thing. Again, like Richard was talking about, he and I went on these islands out off the coast of Pattaya when he was here, I guess last year sometime, or it might have been a year before. I can't remember. But we did all this island hopping and hung out together and went and, we did all kind, just everything there is to do in the city. We went and ate at different places and we didn't have to rush, right? Because he was there for like, I don't know, at least several weeks. And we didn't have to rush. Nothing was like anxiety. We didn't have anxiety about what we needed to do real fast. Beautiful morning here in Kuala Lumpur says, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much for dropping by. Kuala Lumpur was beautiful. Very little I got to see of it. And that's what I'm talking about. See, that's a good example. I'm glad you brought that up because I was only there for 16, 18 hours. I didn't get to see anything. Now, I wasn't there to party either, but, I didn't get to see anything because I literally had time to check into my hotel, sleep, get up, get a cab, and go back to the airport. Now, that being said, you think about the trip I was talking about with Richard. So he and I were on this extended stay, and he was even. I was working during the week, and I would come up on the weekends. I think I took a couple of days off back at that was back when I was in Rayon, and I would take off like a Friday and a Monday, so we had a 4-day weekend. We didn't stress. We didn't like get. There was no anxiety. There was none of that stuff. We had plenty of time to do whatever we wanted to do whenever we wanted to do. So that's kind of the difference between what I mean when I say real travel. I probably shouldn't put the word real in there because I don't want to offend anybody. But, because Richard's he's a real traveler. And traveling for can you imagine coming to Pattaya for your first time and only having 3 days? Somebody takes you down to LK Metro or to the walking one and you only have 3 days? Are you kidding me? I mean, it's absolutely that's a rough one. Kenneth says need at least a week in Pattaya. It's all about pacing yourself. Couldn't agree more. Pacing yourself is the key. Gio says, yeah, walking around is nice. The sights, the sounds, the smells. Absolutely. Hey, Robert Mack. Good to see you, man. Cody says, I've been told 10 days not enough, but that's all my schedule allows twice a year for now. You can get a lot accomplished in 10 days without being in, without being in a hurry. FN says, I agree 100%. It's better to take your time. I would really like one of those massage. You can get them. You can definitely get them. Tim says, oh, that's Tim. Hey, Tim. Did you know that Kevin? Yeah, I did. And let me just say, I didn't make a video about it because I didn't want people thinking I'm trying to, profit off Kevin or get attention off Kevin's people or anything like that. But I do want to say my deepest condolences to his family and his friends, both here in Thailand and abroad. I met Kev once. I talked to him several times on the phone. He was always a wonderful person to me. Never did anything bad, wrong. Seemed to be a straight up guy. And I really appreciated Kev. And I was very, very, very sorry to hear about him passing. I guess the only solace in that was that, he and everybody else knew it was coming. So they had time to reflect. So yeah, I'm very, very, very sorry to hear about that. But thanks for bringing that up, Tim, because I did want to say a few things, but I didn't want to make a video about it. People think that I would be trying to monetize a video off of Kevin. But I would never do that. Let's see here what we got. All right, experiences. My first trip, I knew it takes 2 days in the air away. That 2 weeks was not enough. You need 3 weeks plus equals a good month. Yeah, if you want to take a good trip over here, man, I mean, like a really good trip. If you want to go to Pattaya, and you need to come to Bangkok too, because Bangkok has a nice selection of nightlife. And if you're coming over here, my suggestion is instead of going all the way to Pattaya, when you first get here, make your reservations to go to Bangkok first, or Phuket, either one. Go to Phuket or Bangkok, either one, because you can come up from, if you decide to go to Phuket, you can come up the road to Hua Hin where the ferry is. So you can just take that ferry. I did a video on the ferry ride over. It takes 2 hours. It'll take you right into Pattaya, right into it. So, you could hit two of Thailand's biggest hotspots. Just remember, everything's a little more expensive than Phuket. Speaking of Pattaya, let me give you an update. They're locking down the entire city, as in 24-hour lockdown for a number of days. I believe it was until the 24th. I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's until the 24th of this month. I talked to my friend who's there a couple of days ago, and I need to talk to them again to be sure I give you the right information, guys. So I apologize about that. But yeah, I remember your first trip or your experience because I was there for a lot of it, and you had a great time, man. Hey, Seven, what's up? Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. I don't know who that is, but somebody deleted some messages. That's cool. Steven says, Tim, that is so sad. He seemed a great guy. Yeah, he was a great guy. He really was a great guy. There's almost 25 Kev videos. It was sad that he passed, but so many people that didn't even know him made videos. I know, and see, that's why I didn't. I don't want to be one of those people, right? I just don't want to be one of those people. And I'm just not one of those people. I'm not going to claim to know Kev very well. I'm not going to claim that that I knew more about him or that we were best buds or, that kind of thing. I can just tell you, I had dinner with him one night. I had dinner with him and Rob at the same time one night in Pattaya. And, both the guys were nice to me. And I've never spoken to Rob outside of that night, but I've spoken to Kev outside of that night. He was always very nice, always. if you're a tourist currently stranded in Thailand, please leave it in the comments and I'll give you some update. I only watched his blogs. Tim, always very positive and informative. He was very informative. He definitely was. And Kev's that guy that was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have done what I've done, because he took down at one time, he took down 1/4 of his entire channel because it was all nightlife videos. And he just decided he didn't want a nightlife channel anymore. Not saying there's anything wrong with a nightlife channel, but you know, I think that had a little something. I don't know what it had to do with, to be honest with you. I'm not going to speculate. Kevin's a good guy. I'm going to leave it at that. Our experience says you can get it from your own DMV in your own country for $20. Okay, I must be talking about a driver's license or something. Cody says, "R.I.P. Kev. God was ready for him to come home." Yeah, and the good thing about it is, man, he was really he was suffering. I do know that, and he's not anymore. So good. Mr. Jim Pell is in the house. Hello, Mr. Jim Pell. Well, hello, family. He says, "Nice to see you here midweek." Jeremy, I was very surprised to see a lot of screen popping up. Happy to be here and to get to see all my family here tonight. Let's make this a good one. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Pell. Appreciate you very much, sir. Stephen says, "Yes, Cody, nicely put." Tim says, "I believe you can get an international driver's license from AAA. You can, definitely." Gio says, "They disinfected Beach Road yesterday. It was awesome to watch." Oh my God. I bet it was awesome to watch. Happy Kev is out of pain. He says, "All right." Yep. I agree, 7. Agree 100%. Cody says, "No offense to anyone, I would expect Bangkok nightlife to be more lively and Pat's to be grumpy old timers." There's a lot of truth to that. That's a good insight, Cody, because so what I got off the topic, but if you didn't want to go to Phuket, like, come to Bangkok has abundance of nightlife and it's cheaper than Phuket. Okay, so you get off the plane, you come to Bangkok, you spend, let's say you're here for 10 days, you spend 4 days in Bangkok. Okay, 4 days, and then you take the next day, get a cab and go to, or get a grab or whatever, and go to Pat's, right? So you got a day of traveling there, no big deal. There's some stuff to see between here and there if you want to take the time to do it. Right outside of Chonburi, there's some really interesting things around if you're not on the highway. So, you know, come to Bangkok or just come to Bangkok for 3 days. 3 days. That way you feel like you hadn't lost as much time in Pattaya. Because when you get to Pattaya, you're going to, the difference between the nightlife in Bangkok and the nightlife in Pattaya, in my opinion, is that everything in Pattaya is all together. Like, go to LK Metro, it's all there. Go to WS, it's all there, right? It's like Beach Road, it's all there. So everything is in that little circle that you can literally walk to. You can't do that here in Bangkok. You're going to have to get on the BTS, MRT, something of that nature if you want to find, you know, something to do. That's pretty interesting. Jim says, "I think the only one that should make a video anything to do with the Kev and Thailand drive." I agree 100%, Jim. I agree. That's why I hadn't made one. Let me see, where was I? Robert says, "Kev is a great person. I'm grateful to have known him. So am I. Ed L says, "I'm not stranded in Thailand, but I would love to be." I hear you, man. Our experience says, "Brian, Thailand was a good friend of Kev, and so was Nick, Dean. Those guys should have made a video too." I have no comment because I don't know. Hey, Ed, what's up, Mr. Ed Lippitz, aka stuck in the Philippines? What do I do? I saw your Facebook picture the other day of you sitting out in the lawn chair with just your, I don't know if that was your underwear or just some pair of shorts, but you were chilling, man. You got a wife and a good life over there, man. Just keep it up, bro. Uh, Thanks for coming by, Ed. I really appreciate you, man. You're the funniest old guy I know. Um, Appreciate the PayPal link there. Our experience. Tim says, "I wish I was stranded in Pattaya." You don't now because they're closing everything. Businesses, hotels, everything's closing now. The reason is because um, the case intake has been up the past few days. Can I get a visa on arrival? Bangkok from the airport. Depends on which country you're from. Cody says, "Hey Rob Max, sorry, I just saw you said hi. Cheers, bro." Seek says, "Can I get a visa on arrival?" He asked it twice. I say again, depends on which country you're from. Go to thaivisa.com, THIA visa.com, and plug in the country that you're from, and you'll be able to know. Right now, you can't get into Thailand unless you have special permission, so I wouldn't even worry about it now. Cody says, "I was interested in Kamala Phuket for a little while just because of Robin Kidd." Yeah, dude, I would love that. My next planned vacation mission type deal, right, is gonna be on that side because I haven't been on that side of Thailand until recently when I went to Chiam and Hua Hin, and I still haven't put those videos out yet just because right now there's nobody looking at a lot of travel videos. They're just not. Unless you're making nightlife specific videos, which won't last. I mean, you gotta make more than you got to make more than nightlife videos. If you want a channel to sustain and make money off of, you have to make more than nightlife videos, and you have to be careful making those nightlife videos because getting into the YouTube Partner Program is not easy anymore. From what I hear, I know a few people that have tried and have had absolutely no success. Just a heads up, somebody's coming to fix my air conditioner about 9:30, which is an hour and a half from now. So if we're still on, maybe we'll keep talking, maybe we won't. I don't know. Cody says, I said that. Hey, Stuck, good to see you, man. Ask Luso fans, not right now, okay? Are you experienced? Yes, Lucas fan. Let's see. Hang on, I went too far. Okay, Robert Max says, Jim Pale, Kev did know a few of the people who have done videos. You're correct. Some only met once. Now, I remember when he got diagnosed, I did a video and I demonetized the video because I didn't want anybody to think I was trying to profit off of it. And I just said, my best wishes go out to Kev. I basically said the same thing I said in this video, what I've said during this live stream. I hope I got the topic good enough in the beginning of the video because we were on the 3-day millionaire and the long-term stay avenue there because I want to make sure everybody understands the difference. If you only come over here for 3 days, even if you got a lot of money, okay, you got two choices. You can either, if you're a person that can party hard without any sleep for 3 days, then you might have a good time. But if you're a person that can't party hard for 3 days and you need to sleep, you're not going to have enough time to. You're going to get the bug. You're going to get the taste of what it's like, and then you're going to be doing everything in your power to come back. I'm telling you. Let's see. Our experience says Stuck is correct. Obvious this is when the crisis is over. I must have missed something. I don't remember. Tim says, you do realize that the band Rush wrote a song called Passage to Bangkok, right? I don't. Our experience is a big music buff. I'm not aware of that one. Stuck in Florida says, also depends on the country you are coming from. Yeah, for the visa on arrival, definitely. 7 says, yeah, I'd advise anyone with the time to acclimate elsewhere before hitting Pattaya. That's a good point, 7. That's a really, really good point. Because if you just get off a plane and go straight to Pattaya, you not only are you already messed up from jet lag, but your head is going to explode when the sun goes down, because you're not going to believe that the life that you're in is real. I mean, you're not. And the best part about it is it's really not real. I made a whole video about Pattaya being just a facade. It is. It's there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to take your money, just like Phuket or anywhere else. And that's any vacation spot. You could say the same about any vacation spot in the world. So you have to go in there with a plan, and a good plan. Don't ever go in and just try to wing it, right? Don't try to wing it. Do not try to wing it. I can tell you from experience, I've seen some people do that, and they were not very happy with the outcome. Our experience is at Tim, I'm Canadian and post that song on my Facebook every time I go to Thailand. Emmanuel, hey man, Bangkok was all right, but too many people for me. I'm more of a laid back kind of person. Yeah, I understand. Let's see, our experiences. I don't know what they're talking about right there. Let me get back up here somewhere. Seek says, can I get a visa on arrival from... Okay, can I get a visa on arrival for Bangkok airport from America? So you're from America. Okay, no, you can't get a visa on arrival. What they will do when you come over is they will give you a stamp in your passport. That stamp's good for 30 days, including the day that they stamped it. So really, you're looking at 29 days. That stamp is a visa exemption. It is a tourist visa exemption. Okay, it means you have no visa, but you are in lawful status to be in the country of Thailand. Now, if you want to stay more than 30 days, you have two options. One, you can go to immigration and have that visa exemption extended for an additional 30 days. You get one extension on it. Two, you could go out of the country. You have to go out of the country to get a tourist visa. Okay, so you can fly out of the country to one of the consulates, maybe in Savannakhet, Laos, or Vientiane, or Kuala Lumpur, wherever you want to go. Phnom Penh, wherever the case may be. And you could get a 60-day tourist visa, and then at the end of that 60-day tourist visa, you can extend that for 30 days, for a total of 90 days on that tourist visa. So essentially, if you just flew over with no tourist visa, you get the 2 months on the stamps, and then the tourist visa plus the extension, you'll get 5 months in Thailand if you wanted to stay like that. Thailand has it pretty much simmered out now where they don't want you staying more than 6 months in the year. That 6 months is based on 2 60-day tourist visas and 2 extensions of those visas. So a 60-day tourist visa comes with an extension. That's 90 days. Do that twice, and you're done for the year. Some people can get away from it. Some people can't. Now, Cody says, hypothetical, Jay, you got 10 days, 2 coming and going, subtract 1 to be safe. What would you do and go and where? All right, 10 days. So we're down to, all right, so subtract 2, 1. So you got 7 days, really, right? Is that what you're saying? So you got 7 days. I would do. If I only had 7 days and I had plenty of money, I would probably just go straight to Pattaya. Even though it is a good idea to get acclimated before you go, but if I only had 7 days, I would probably just go ahead and go straight to Pattaya for sure. However, if you want to get a little acclimation, stay in Bangkok and get over the jet lag before you get to Pattaya, that would probably not be a bad idea. If you want to stay in Bangkok maybe 2 nights, and hang out. Go to Nana Plaza one night and go to Soy Cowboy the next night if that's what you're into, and then the next day travel down to Pattaya. And if you leave in the morning, you'll be there in an hour and a half if you take a taxi. So or 2 hours at the most, and get to your hotel, take a nap, and then you haven't missed anything in Pattaya because you can get right up that to go out that night. Hey, Roy from New York, good to see you, man. Our experience says challenge Jim. Sorry, guys. That was my alarm. Let me make sure I cut it off. Are you one of those people that have to set your alarm? You set like 16 of them? I do. I don't know why I do that. Okay. Challenge Jim says, "Are you experienced?" That's interesting. We'll see what Jim says. Let me see if Jim answered. Jim says, "Here's a midweek challenge. Since we have at least 50 people in here, we should be able to do it throughout this live stream tonight. If we can hit 250, I will throw in 50 Friday night." Ooh, that's a big number. That is a big, big number, but there you go. Okay, challenge is out. Whatever you guys do, I don't ask. But Jim's got it going on. Let me go back up. Ed says, "What's killing me? I missed my interview for the 13A visa. Hope they reschedule it, or I have to start all over again. Locked down till 30 now." Oh, wow, man. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. For those of you that don't know, a 13A visa in the Philippines is kind of like a green card in America. It's about equal to it, that kind of thing. Wouldn't you say that's correct, Ed? I think so. James says, "I just bought a ticket for Thailand for July. Do you think Pattaya will be open for business by then?" I would think so, because they just announced yesterday that the schools are opening July the 1st. So if the schools are going to open July 1st, now all this is subject to change, but if the schools are going to be open by July the 1st, I would imagine that the businesses and everything else will be open as well. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Is the exchange rate better at the airport? The exchange rate is going to be no, unless you can find a TT exchange or Super Rich. Super Rich is not that bad. You can try that. It depends on where you get your money changed, not necessarily the local, like the building you're in. It's like they have vendors like TT Exchange. Then they have this other TTs. They have Super Rich. They have all kinds of money exchange. Our experience says 3 days is like going to the casino the first time and winning big equals you think that will be the way it is all the time. That's right. And that's where people get the misunderstanding, and they come back and then they go broke. That's a bad thing. Hey, David. How's it going? 7 days to go. In the house, stuck in hotel before I fly back to work like your show, David, Australia. Like the show. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very, very much. 7 days to go. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. If I didn't have live stream capability right now, I'd probably be crying my eyeballs out, because if I couldn't talk to anybody like yesterday, I didn't record a video because there were so many things changing so fast. Robert says, I find it better outside the airport. David says, "Miss my family in Thailand." I know you do, man. I know you do. And I hate that for you, but hopefully we'll get you back pretty good. Can I use my American debit card in Thailand? Yes. Ed says, "Are they letting people into Thailand?" Not right now, unless you're a diplomat or you have a work permit. You can come into Thailand. Otherwise, yeah, it would have to be some kind of special circumstance. It said, "We are shut down tight, no one in." I know, man. I know. I also heard what the press said over there about foreigners not wearing masks. There's Jim's midweek challenge. 50 people in here. We should be able to do $250. That's a that's a hell of a challenge for midweek, man. But hey, Bring it on, whatever you feel like. There's the PayPal link, and basically, let's see. Harry Spence says, yes, Jim challenge. I love it. Jim says, to make it 300, even sorry. I did not know we were going to be live tonight, so I don't have any money in the account. PayPal is connected to, but it will be there first thing Friday night. And I know it will. I know it will. Jim always keeps his word. Jim says, everybody go hit that thumbs up button for the channel. It makes Jeremy feel all warm and fuzzy. It does. It does make me feel warm and fuzzy. The thumbs up button is a good thing. Seek says, is it cheaper to exchange money in Bangkok airport from U.S.? I just answered that. Let's see. I was about to say, wow. Jim says, I was about to say, wow, somebody must have hit a lot of money in PayPal tonight if it sounds like that. It's not. It's other people uploading videos, and it's notifications I'm getting. Robert says, I already hit the like button. The other Robert says, see, also, no, it's not. Ed says, yep. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Seek says, can I use my T-Mobile phone in Thailand from USA? Yes. I have to, depends on what kind of plan you got, but I have the $60 a month plan, international calling and all that stuff, and free international texting, and you get internet, but you're only going to get about 3G over here, and it's really hard to do anything. So you're probably going to want to buy a SIM card when you get off the airplane. Real simple to do. All you do is when you land at the airport, go downstairs, look for AIS or True. Those are the two, or DTAC. Those are the three major carriers over here. I went with AIS. They have a 30-day SIM card. It's called a Traveler SIM package, and you get unlimited internet and unlimited calling and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. I will try that out. Definitely try that out. All right, let's see. Emmanuel says, and when you exchange money, make sure that your money has no marks on it. Very important, guys. If you're going to come over and exchange money, that you know that there's no marks on it. There's no bends in it. There's no creases. There's no folds. It has to be clean bills. Clean bills. Gio said, my opinion is Pattaya will be back to business as usual around November. Personally, I think it'll be before then, but you may be right, Gio. I just think that Thailand's taken such a hard hit from the lack of tourism. I don't know. I think it'll be back before then, but you may be right. For all we know, it might be November of 2021. I mean, we don't know. Cody says, I've read about the elite visa. Can you basically live there for 5 years and never have to leave for the 15K? Yes, you can. But the elite visa, unless you get an underlying visa with it, the elite visa is basically a tourist visa. So you just can't, you have to abide by. The only thing about the elite visa is you get, concierge, some health stuff, some other stuff. You get a lot of benefits around the visa, but in terms of what you can legally do, it's akin to a tourist visa with a few minor details. That's one of the only visas outside of the non-immigrant visas and tourist visas that I know anything about. I think Ross did a video on that. You may want to check his channel. He did an in-depth video on that, Cody. Stuck in Florida says, crisp $100 bills is the way to go. I agree. Cody says, at $100, I'm chunking in 10. Oh, okay. So if we get to 100, you're going to throw in 10? Cool, man. We'll see if anybody hits that PayPal link or not. I don't know. That was an interesting challenge Jim threw out there. We'll see what's happening. C says, how long can you stay in Thailand as a U.S. citizen? Are you retiring? Are you on a tourist visa? You got to give me more info. Oh, there's Ross. Hey, Ross. Cody, that is correct. There you go, Cody. There you go. Are you experiencing seek change money in Thailand, not in USA? Find a super rich booth in your airport or on the street. You can use your bank card, bring $100 or $50 notes. You get more for them than 20s or 10s. How much should I carry to Thailand from USA? Are you experienced? Just answered that for you. Cody says, would like you to see if you can have the family come on stream live with you in the future. Definitely looking into StreamYard. I started looking into it yesterday, and for some reason it looks fairly complex. I don't know why, but I'm going to get more into that. And if I have to, I'll just watch YouTube videos on how to use StreamYard. No big deal. See, it says, how much cash should I carry from Thailand from the USA? Well, you can't carry more than, you can, but you have to declare it. You can't carry more than $10,000 without having to declare it. So you're asking how much cash should I carry? How long are you going to be here? What are you going to do when you get here? Where are you going to stay? You going to live minimalist? Do you want to go high roller? Do you want to go to expensive nightlife places? Do you want to eat at expensive restaurants or cheap ones? These are all questions you have to decide before I can give you any estimate. But the truth of the matter is, as much money as you want to spend, that's how much cash you should carry or bring over here. Cody says, would like you to see if you can. Oh, I already read that. I'm gonna look. I'm getting there, Cody. I promise. Our experience says as much as you want to spend. That exactly. Last time I went, I brought all the money I was going to spend in Thailand. That's a good one. Jim says, come on, Jeremy. If Steve Montelli can do it, I know you can do it. LOL. Yeah, that's right. If Montelli can do it, I can do it. That's true. Ross says, hit me up during the day if you want to play around with StreamYards. Okay, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. I just need to set it up is what I need to do, and we'll get there. We'll get there. Gio says the tourism will start exploding around November, and this pandemic might be good for Thai tourism, but being the China, I got to remove that, Gio. You got some language in there that YouTube don't like. Sorry, bud. Seek says, do I need to carry my passport at all times? Thailand? Technically, yes. The answer to that question is technically yes, but you can make copies, carry those around. You can also get a passport card. I don't know of anybody that's got stopped with a passport card that has had any problems. So, you can do that as well. Gio says, and every American passport gets 30-day stays. Yes, that's true. And I went over that earlier. Cody said, hello, Uncle Ross. You are supposed to have never asked for it. John White says, is that $50? I hadn't got a notification. Let me see. Are you saying you contributed $50? I don't know. Like I said, my internet's running a little bit slow today. But there is our experience. Just put up the PayPal link if any of you guys are interested. Seek says, how can I keep my passport safe in Thailand? Keep it on your body at all times. Our experience, there are safes in the room. Yeah, you can put them in the safe, but I keep mine on me. Gio says, just make a photocopy of your passport, both sides, ID, and the entry stamps. Also a good idea. Ross says, great time music from those guys. One of the few good bands here. David says, thanks again for the feedback on Thailand, mate. Love your show. See you again, David from Australia. All right, David, good luck coming back. Stuck says, BRB. That's cool. No problem. But so to get back on the original topic of the 3-day millionaire thing is that's one way to live and one way to do it. And then if you want to be a vacationer and really travel and acclimate to some of the surroundings around you, you're going to need more than 3 days or a week. And I don't want anybody to go home depressed. And if you spend all your money in a place like Pattaya or Bangkok or Phuket in 3 days, you're going to go home you're not going to go home disappointed. You're just going to go home with that, like, oh my God, what did I just do? Kind of feeling. And I just want you guys to avoid that. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. Cody says, just off the top of my head, I wouldn't go outside without my passport in a front pocket unless I live there. Well, I have this little bag right here. And in the front pocket, it's not very big at all. I have my work permit and my passport. That's the only two things I keep in this front pocket. And I can carry this little bag. And believe it or not, I can get my smallest camera in this bag, and I don't have to carry a big book bag around anymore. And I can keep a portable charger and all that stuff in there too. Let's see. Lane, need to be PC, please, and thank you. Yes, got to be PC, unfortunately. Seek says, what's the best month to go to Thailand? I say January, but that's just me. Jordana, hello, Jordana. Good to see you. Gio says, never give anyone your passport. That's true. Never give anyone to hold your passport. I wouldn't do it. Lane says, okay, what if you're having fun with a girl? What do you do with your passport? Leave it in your, wherever you had it, your pants pocket, that kind of thing. And make sure, see, I have to get technical. All right, so if you're going to do something like that, first of all, make sure that she showers first, because that gives you a chance to put everything where you know it's going to be. Okay? And when you shower, make it a quick one. I'm going to leave it at that. And you guys can kind of go off of that and form your own conclusions. Jim says, hey guys, for anybody that is new, the reason we post a PayPal is two reasons. They hold only 3% versus 30% that Super Chat holds out. Second reason, it's available immediately. Very good, Jim. Love Jim. Ross says, I never carry my passport in Thailand. Never have in the past 18 years. I do. Cody says, seek December, January, just my opinion. I agree. Late December, early January is a good time to come. Our experience says, Lane, be careful with it, same as your cash. That's right. And here, our experience says, me either, Ross. And likely you will never need your passport here in Thailand for anything. But if you need it, trust me, it's better to have it on you. Seek says, how much money do you need per day in Thailand? What are you going to do while you're here? What are you going to do while you're here? You got to give me more understanding. Bangkok Warrior said, just saw on YouTube that Kev, we talked about that earlier. Very good man. And, all I can say is thoughts and prayers go out to his family. I talked about that earlier in the stream, but I wasn't going to make a video on just Kev and his passing, because I felt like it was said earlier in the stream, I felt like Rob was really Rob and maybe and a few more people that were close to him were pretty much the only ones that could sufficiently make a video about Kev, because I didn't know him that well. I knew him, but I didn't know him. Yeah, if that makes any sense. I talked to him on the phone a few times. I had dinner with him once, and that's it. Cody says, Ross, I think over time, if I were in a smaller community like yours, my passport worries wouldn't be much of a thing. There is some truth to that because the first motorbike, when I wrecked the motorbike the first time in Rayong, they didn't ask for my passport. In fact, they asked for my driver's license, and I told them it was at home. And so basically, the cop was just like, just go home. So I did. Um, the that's not the ring you're looking for, Jim. Uh, let's see. Gio says first thing I do when I get in my room is put the passport in the safe. That's not a bad idea either. Gio says, and it never leaves the safe until I leave Pattaya. That's pretty cool. Best place to visit in Thailand for first timers. What do you want to do in Thailand, Seek? What do you want to do? Do you want to participate only in the nightlife? Do you want to see some cool spots? Do you want to go see some temples? Lane says, makes sense, thanks. No problem. David. Hi, Jeremy. Didn't get any notification. Found you just before I'm off to bed. Shower same time, lady, but we've been together a good time now. Take a photo of my passport on mobile and pass it safe. That's a good idea. I'm glad you brought that up, David, because I always keep backup digital copies of everything, including my stamps in and out. Sorry, guys. That's. Remember, I told you I have a group I'm part of. That's them. I need to make a different ringtone for them. Our experience says at Seek, if you're going to enjoy nightlife equals ladies and drinking, a lot of cash. If not, you can get by on about 2,000 baht a day ish, or 60 USD. That's true. What is the best domestic airline in Thailand? I would say Thai Airways, probably, or AirAsia, but AirAsia is not a domestic carrier. That's not based out of Thailand, I don't think. Ross says, even when I lived in Koh Samui, I never needed passport unless checking into hotels. Okay. Mayo says, for PM Thailand. I don't know what that. Sorry, Milo. No disrespect, but I have no idea what your comment means, so I'm not going to leave it up there. Jim says, come on, guys. I know you want to make me pay that $50 first thing Friday night or Saturday morning, Jeremy time. That's right. Saturday morning for me. Make that bell ring. Let's support the channel, guys. That's entirely up to you. I love the fact that Jim throws these things out. If you want to, do. If you don't. It's no big deal. But this gives me, I finally got caught up on the comments, so this gives me a moment to reflect on what I was saying. Well, actually, here comes more comments. David says, if you meet a girl you get on with, then you got a chance to travel around, visit temples, and so on, specifically if she has a car. That's a very good point. If you meet a girl, a nice girl over here on your vacation, and she has a car or some means of transportation, she can take you to see a lot of really, really, really cool stuff, for sure. Our experience says you need passport for checking into hotels and exchanging money. That's true. Cody says, back to the 3-day visitors. How much per day? What are your plans? Partying, sightseeing? I think it depends. Yeah. It definitely depends. When I say 3-day millionaires, I mean, I'm talking about, just like I said earlier, the people that live a modest life in another country, and they save up, and they save up for a 5-day trip. One of those 2 days for flying back and forth, and then hopefully 3 days in whatever city they're going to, whether it be Phuket, Pattaya, Bangkok, whatever the case may be. And they spend lots of money, but they do have a good time. And as I said earlier, I probably shouldn't have put real travel in the title of this thing. I may take it out. I don't know. But There's nothing wrong with being a 3-day millionaire. Nothing wrong with it at all, and there's nothing wrong with being a traveler that comes to stay for a little while either. Seek says, can a foreigner rent a house in Thailand? Seek, are you brand new to this Thailand thing? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm just curious. But yes, a foreigner can rent a house in Thailand or a condo or an apartment. I'm currently renting a condo, so yes, you can rent. Geo says you only need your passport for the hotel check-in, so the Thai government knows where you are. All right, hang on 1 second. Good Lord, long message. Gotcha. Got the message and gotcha. 110%. 110% agree. John White says, how can I buy you dinner? You mean coming over or not coming over? You can send through the PayPal link, which the PayPal link is one of the best things that this channel has going for it, because so many people contribute so much to this channel, and that really helps keep it going. I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do half the things I can do. And I get so excited when people like Jim throw out these challenges. You know, let's make $250 tonight, and let's make 300, or let's make 100, or whatever the case may be. And then they put out ways to do it. Sometimes it comes in $10 increments. Sometimes it comes in all things. But I get really excited when it happens, because if you take money out of your pocket, then that means you're enjoying and getting some value out of the content that we're putting out. As a matter of fact, Jim just said, hey, JC, I know you're not one to ask for money. That's why I try to rally around on these live streams and get people to contribute money to the challenge, because you will not ask for anything. And he's right. But at the same time, I'm very, very excited when people like Jim come on and make these challenges, because they usually come to pass. And if not, we get very, very close. You know, so we've had many successful live streams on here. So if you want to buy me dinner, John, like now or whatever, the PayPal link is down in the below you. That is below you, and Are You Experienced put it up there. You know, these challenges that are put out by especially Jim, I get very excited about. And with the situation being what it is right now, and you know, not working, it really, really helps the channel. And it really keeps me motivated to keep making content for you. So you know, and somebody has finally started to meet the challenge as well, and they are downloading it right now. And I won't put the name of the person, but we got started with a $5 contribution. So maybe that was John. I'm not sure. But that's definitely dinner buying money. So good job, John. 5, way to go. 5 is a good start. And I love it. I just don't ask for it, because I don't ever want anybody to say I'm an e-beggar or anything like that. I don't ask for it. I let you guys start it up, and I get super excited, especially when we start hitting like crazy numbers. We made on these live streams before. This channel is raking in $500-600. We went over $600 one day on this live stream. That money goes to equipment and travel and all that stuff. And right now, when the YouTube AdSense is just down, it's just down because nobody's advertising on YouTube much because everybody's out of work. There's nobody to buy anything. So if these things come in, it really gets me pumped up, man. And I always have a warm place in my heart for people. There's a lot of people that contribute to this channel, and that not only makes us the family that I call it, but a lot of people do a lot of good things for this channel. And I'm really, really, really grateful for what they do. Super, super grateful. So let's move on. Our experience as a Gouda. Have to be PC with the comments, guys. Jared doesn't mind, but YouTube does. That's true. I don't care what you say, but YouTube will. And in order to keep the video itself monetized, we have to be careful of what we put out there. Gio says 3-day millionaires need 2,000 for food, 10,000 for nightlife. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. And that's only if you're planning on doing, a regular nightlife trip. You can spend 10,000 baht, especially in Pattaya, in a night, in an hour or two. So, go more hike. What's up, man? Good to see you. A great philosopher once said, no more money, more problems. Your thoughts? My thoughts are the opposite. My thoughts are no money, more problems. So, but I do understand that. I do understand that for sure. Let's see. Where was I at here? Where was I at? Oh, good. Gomer Hype says, I didn't get an alert. YouTube failed. Yeah, definitely YouTube failed on that one. I don't know why. Some alerts went out, but I got an alert. Stuck in Florida says, Gomer Hype, hello. Missed you on Richard's live stream. Oh, maybe that's what he's talking about. Jim says, hey, JC, I know you're not one to ask for money. That's why I try to rally around these live streams to get people to contribute money to the channel because you will not ask for anything. Jim is right. Jim is right. But I do appreciate it very much, guys. Very, 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 very much. Our experience says, I got a notification, but I rang the bell thing on Jared's channel. That's right. You have to hit, so you subscribe to the channel, and then there's a little bell beside of it, right? So you hit the bell, and it'll give you 3 options. It'll say none, personalized, and at the top it says all. You want to click all. That means every time I put out a piece of content, you'll get a notification, and it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to come jump on a live stream or watch the video, whatever it may be. Gio says, I met some nice people in this. Good. That was a messenger thing. Let's see. Gio says, I met some nice people in this channel and have even partied with them in Pattaya. A lot of people have met a lot of people from this channel, and that's what I love, dude. Love. I love the sense of camaraderie. I love the sense of kind of the family-ish ways we do things around here. So it's really, 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 really nice. Really nice. Gomer Hype says, Rashard just did a live stream, which I missed too. Yeah, he was, I actually went over to his channel because I didn't want to step on his live stream to ask him how much longer he was going to be on. And he didn't, apparently he was getting ready to get off then. So, or I would have taken part in more of his live stream. I only caught about the last 10 minutes because I had just woken up. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. over here. It's currently 8:30. Let's see. Oh, we have some news getting ready to come in here, guys. I'll give you, I'll read that for you in just a second. Let's see. Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Did you just get here? Gio, who would that beef. Seek says, is it a good idea to rent a car in Thailand? Not really, unless you want to do a lot of traveling. I would rent a motorbike. That's what I drive every day is a motorbike. Stuck in Florida says, go more hike. I have missed quite a few lately due to no notification. With mad face. You can do that by what I just said, stuck in Florida. Beside the subscribe button to anybody's channel, there's a bell. Click the bell, and then it'll give you 3 choices. At the top will be all. Click all, and you shouldn't miss a notification. Yeah, my internet's definitely taking a sweet and precious time coming through here. So the Pattaya news just released some news, and I'll give that to you live here, and just as soon as it comes through. Good morning. It says my phone was in airplane mode recording a video. Also, my dog ate my homework. I love it. Seek says, can I rent a car in Thailand with U.S. license? I have no idea. I think you got to have international. Our experience says you need an international driver's license. Okay, there you go. Jim says, well, things are down for everyone, and I know it has to be down for you as well. That's why I do this, because I know you will not do it for yourself or for the channel because you don't want to. While that's true, I'm still grateful for every penny that this channel makes in terms of PayPal. And the money's a good thing. Don't get me wrong, because like I love it. It allows me to have a safety net for travel, and I still want to buy a camera. But the best part about it is like, if I get something like that, I know that if I get a cash contribution, I don't call it donations because you're not donating anything, you're contributing to the content. So if I get a contribution, then I know people are getting value out of what they're listening to, and they're getting good information, and they're getting things they can use and that kind of thing. And I love that. That's the best part about it for me. It's a wonderful thing. David says you need an international license to drive in, I think that's supposed to be Thailand, as far as I know, and I would agree. Jim says be known as an e-bagger. I'm not going to be known as an e-bagger. Our experience says before you ask, you can get it at any American DMV station. You go. Are your experience? Robert says, where is Robert? I scrolled down way too far. I saw Montelli down there. Hey, Montelli, I'll get to you in a minute, man. I'm behind. Robert says, seek not a good idea for a first timer renting a car. No, you can't rent with U.S. driver's license. Good. David says, damn spelling. That's all right, man. How do I send you $50? John White says, use the PayPal link in the description of this video, or somebody can throw the PayPal link up. And all you do is click on the link and then go from there. Our experience has put it up several times in the video, so I'm sure he'll do it again. And just click that link, but it's also in the description and the underneath what you're watching. It's also in there, unless you're watching on mobile. You might not be able to see it there. But somebody will throw it up, I'm sure, the PayPal link. And if you indeed do, Mr. John, send a $50 contribution, that will be one hell of a contribution, and I will be eternally grateful, because that is a lot of money, and I genuinely would appreciate that very, very much. Stuck says, seek, you need an international driver's license, and you don't need to rent a car unless you plan on traveling to obscure places from Bangkok. I agree. Our experience is 10,000 a night. Geo 55. I don't know what you guys. Jim says $645 with only 45 people in the live stream that night. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, that was the night that we made, or the day for me that we made $645 in the live stream. We only had 45 people in the chat. That was an amazing night. Gio says you only need to rent a car in Thailand if you really need it. You need to really be a seasoned tourist to Thailand. I agree with that statement 100%. Most of Pattaya stuffs can be walked to. That's 100% correct. Also, before you come over here and rent a car, you being a seasoned tourist is a great idea because you need to understand how traffic works over here. Everything's backwards, and it takes a little getting used to for sure. Tommy J says 10 baht Geo. Our experience says we are a family. We definitely are a family. Stuck in Florida says Tommy J was wondering if prices doubled in 2 years. I don't know what you mean by that. What's up, Montelli? He says, hey, Jeremy, thanks to Jim Pell for helping me out with the mod duties. If you want to get demonetized, just do what I do. just do what I do. And guaranteed demonetization. I've seen some of your videos come up. I just hadn't had a chance to work on them. You still working on Asia says, you still working in your website project? I am. It's been put on hold for temporarily for the moment because nobody's working over here. Geo says renting a car. Renting a car will be kind of a burden, and you'll be constantly looking for a place to park, and they kind of drive different in Pattaya. It's amazing the risk the motorbikes will take to pass you. I 100% agree with that. The Pattaya news just came in. I'm going to read that in a second. Let's see here. There's the PayPal link, John White. If you were looking for that, our experience, just threw it up. Steve Montelli says, not bad, warm enough. It's good. Oh, the desert. How's the desert? Stuck said, how's the desert? Our experience says, I want to hang out with Tommy J, Bad Boy, and Stuck in Florida next time I go. I met Tommy in Pattaya. He's a cool dude. Cody says, our experience, what about me? That's awesome. Our experience says, thanks for putting that link up. Our experience. Cody, yes, you too, bro. Stuck in Florida says, hopefully December or January. Our experience, that's cool. Gilmore Heights says, I just drank my last beer. These truly are end times. That's so funny. Oasia says, do you have a bucket list while you are in Thailand, like riding an elephant in the jungle or scuba diving? I do have a bucket list. It's not a very long bucket list, and I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be in Thailand. I mean, it's going to be at least another year or more for sure. But at some point, I have to start looking at going to the next country. At some point. Right now, I'm really enjoying Thailand, and I haven't got to see the things that I want to see that this country offers. So I'm going to stay here until I do that. Stuck in Florida says Steve Montelli can't complain about being behind in the chat. That's for sure. He's always way behind in the chat. David says it's easier for Brits driving in Thailand because we grew up driving on the left side of the road. That's very true. Jim says the great thing about contributing to the channel is we're all contributing to each other in one sense, because that just makes what we get in content even better, so it helps all of us. That is 100% true, Jim. 100% true, because the more I got to travel with, the better off the contents are going to be. That's for sure. Gilmore Heights says day 4 of lockdown in Alabama. Sorry. Bangkok Warrior says, I usually like staying in my room, but when you are forced to do so, it's torture. So boring. I understand that too. Definitely understand that. I've been in this condo. I've only been out for groceries. So I understand, bro. And you're right. Gio says, I've always given the bus drivers 20 baht all the time. Walk away. Even I learned something new. That's it. Don't ever ask a bus driver how much the ride is, because you're a foreigner. They're going to jack up the price. Cody says, do all bot buses smell of fumes? Pretty much. Seek, is Bangkok safe for tourists right now? Bangkok's a pretty safe place overall, but you can't come to Thailand right now. So if there's tourists that are in Bangkok, I would imagine they're safe. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. And are you experienced greed? Jim says, "Hey, Steve Montelli, how are you doing, sir? I told you you'd make a good mod." Robert explains that Steve Montelli stuck in Florida. Nobody gets as far behind as me. That's very true. There's the link. Thank you, Jim. Steve said, "Doing good, Jim. Thanks for your help." He's a good mod. Oasia says Montelli gets demonetized because they want to silence his conspiratorial like Omar. I got to remove that comment because a couple words in there, Oasia, but that's so true. Quazman says, "Hi, Jeremy. How are you holding up during all the nonsense?" Well, I'm holding up. That's about it, really. We're just holding. To be totally honest with you. I just got the word yesterday that schools are going back July the 1st. So all the more importance for channel contributions. But we're holding out. We're hanging, and we are going to continue to do these live streams, and these are good for me, man, because I get to talk to you guys, and I have somebody to talk to. It's nice. Jim says, "Hey, Steve, no problem. I will learn more of what you want kicked out of your channel as we go back anytime there, buddy." That's good. Seek says, "How much does a hospital cost in Thailand?" It depends on which hospital you go to, public, private, or international. Stuck in Florida says, "I'm walking over to my neighbors to get some beef stroganoff, BRB." It sounds good, man. Gio says, "No, not all the butt buses smell of fumes. Some smell like roses and candy. If your Thai wifey is cozied up to you." That's very true. Our experience says, "Seek, it's like pay-per-view. Depends on what you are in for." Very true. Cody says, "I think you're getting hungry, Jay." Oh, by the way, Go More Hike, I like your cooking videos. You turd. Cooking all the good stuff, man. I am getting hungry, Cody, but that's beside the point. We're having a good live stream. Cody says, or Go More Hike says, when you getting a rich girlfriend? I have one scheduled for March. Let's see if that works. I mean, not March. I have one scheduled for May. Let's see if that works. David says, "Gonna hit the sack now." I don't know why your message got taken down, but okay, David, I'll see you, buddy. Thanks for coming by the live stream. Cody says, "I make a great mod, but my libido knows no bounds." David, oh, he used CV. Okay, gotcha. Good catch, guys. That's why I have you guys. Okay, here we go. Thai News Daily report. Immigration Bureau has granted automatic extensions of visas. Here are the details. So all visas that expire from March 26th until April 30th. Let me pull up the next page. Hang on, I told you my internet was slow. Okay, Bangkok Thai Immigration, in partnership with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet, have granted automatic extensions of all visas that expire from March 26th until April 30th. The approval became official this evening, being signed by the Prime Minister. Foreigners no longer have to report to an immigration office during this period and will not be charged a 500 baht per day overstay fee. That's awesome. As for foreigners staying here for longer periods of time, anyone who had a 90-day report due between March 26th and April the 30th have also been temporarily exempted until further notice. But I had mine was due right in the middle of that, but I actually already had mine done. I went, as you guys saw, I went last Friday and had it done. So good. I don't have to worry about it either way. Foreigners holding border passes may temporarily stay in Thailand for crap. Sorry, but temporary stay in Thailand for the time being, but when the borders reopen, they must leave within 7 days. There you go, guys. Within 7 days. 7 days. Foreigners are asked to closely monitor the situation with immigration and officials. Updates from Thai immigration on a regular basis during this period. And the Pattaya News will also put one out. If one had a visa expire before March 26th, however, they will still need to visit an immigration office, and overstay fees apply. There's also no amnesty for those in country illegally or on long-term overstay. So you can't get around it, basically, is what it means. Okay, let's go back. Chiang Mai continues to fight and extinguish fires. There's an English version of Pattaya City entry and exit form. So if you do have to go in to Pattaya for any reason, I guess you have to fill out that form. Chiang Mai bans alcohol sales during upcoming postponed Songkran period to help prevent the spread. Mask wearing in Pattaya mandatory from tomorrow. Heavy fines or jail time possible for those who don't wear a mask. Pattaya City begins restricted closure tomorrow. Here is a detailed explanation of what is happening, and you can go to Pattaya News Daily to read that. I've already read it. Chonburi announces 3 new confirmed cases and 1 that didn't make it. Thailand announces 111 new overall, and 3 that didn't make it. So those were the highlights from the Pattaya News there. I'm sure I'm way behind. I've heard of that cervasis sickness, by the way. Let's see. Where was I at? DoMoreLife says, I just cooked my last potatoes today. Now I am just canned food and ramen. Ha! Good. Now you can't make any more cornbread. David says, special sympathy for people in U.S., Spain, Italy, and UK. Absolutely, David. I agree. No CV there. Yep. Jim says, okay, guys, I see I'm going to have to adjust my challenge a little bit if we get. So he's adjusting this challenge. If we get $125 in contributions tonight, I will throw in 25 Friday night. And if we get to 250, I will throw in a 50. Okay. Gio says, wow. Our experience says, nice, Jim. And there is the PayPal link. Our experience put up there. Seek says, how much do you tip at a restaurant? Some restaurants you don't tip because the tip is built into the meal. Other restaurants, I have a video on this channel on tipping. Go to my homepage and go to the search function, type in tipping or tip in Thailand, and you'll find that video. It'll do a much better explanation than what I can give you right now. Gio says, whatever you want to tip. That's basically the truth. Our experience says 50 baht to 100 baht if you are showing off. See, yeah, that's right. Paul T says another blogger calls the cervasis sickness. I've heard that before. I can't remember which blogger, and you don't have to put it up. But I heard that before. I do remember hearing that. Absolutely. Sorry, guys. Getting a little cold in here. They have to come work on my AC today. Cody says, hike. Yo quiero pinto beans and cornbread. So do I, Cody. I want pinto beans and cornbread too, but I can't get it because I'm over here in Thailand. Our experience says, hike makes southern food yummy. I bet he does. Seek, honestly, if I'm not going back to that restaurant, I tip 0. Airfare is too expensive. I like that. Went way up there. Where we at? Go more hike. Cody, I forgot I have 3 packages of cornbread mix in reserve and 1 mashed potatoes. I hate you both. David says, good night, I'll take care. You too, David. See you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Cody says, hike, I threw in deer sausage and chopped up bell peppers. Man, you guys are killing me. Steve Montelli, are you saying you can't use the CV word without getting demonetized? If you have to delete this, I understand. That's correct. Can't use that word without getting demonetized unless you are a news outlet or unless you're unless you maintain some type of your travel or your channels based around that or news. Organizational type stuff, people that send news directly out to the general public. That's a hot spot. Remember, these guys are not reviewing them manually. Everything's being caught by the AI system of Google, so you have to be very careful. Seek says, do they speak English in Thailand? Some people do. Gomerite says, I stopped going through drive-thrus to be on the safe side. Walmart is still open, of course, though. That's true. And I'm so glad you guys have access to Walmart because I just have access to a little bitty store around here. Gio says, but just letting you know, if you tip too much, you will make that person's day and maybe even their week. So expect lots of smiles and even better service when you return to that resort. I wish you hadn't said the Geo word, street style, but that is 100%. What he's saying is 100% correct. Sorry, Geo, got to remove it, bro. But yeah, that's 100% correct. Stuck says in tourist areas, seek. Our experience says seek in the entertainment area. They can speak English. Yep, the more touristy area you're in, the more English is going to be spoken. Robert says, Steve, yes. Paul says, I have noticed that CB videos seem to turn into fundraising drives for it automatically. I don't know. We hadn't done anything like that around here, but there may be some people doing that. I can't say that I've seen the same, and but I don't really watch. About the only thing I watch on that is what Thailand says is going on and what the U.S. says is going on, because anything in between, is like it's not useless information. It's just that I'm not going to use it for the time being. So, but it's a good point to bring up, though. I appreciate it. Stuck says, GeoMax thumbs up. There's 10 minutes. 10 minutes says, I had some government contractor buddies that got back from Iraq and went to Thailand and blew $300,000 in 2 months, living very large. That does happen. It does happen. He also says oatmeal with maple syrup, 50 pounds is all you need, fat and happy. I like that. Hike says, Cody, I'm still mostly vegetarian, but I might make an exception for deer. Yes, make that exception. Cody says, I tip a butt slap myself. 50 knows one, yes, chance. Paul says at 10 minutes crap for well, how large did it live? That's pretty large. Geo says they speak Thailish in Thailand. Yeah, sometimes. Cody says you can get it, Jay. I don't know. 10 minutes says they had a villa in Phuket, boat, and plenty of ladies, a maid, etc. Wow. Hang on, where was that? Cody says it's at that sea place. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You have to message me, Cody. Frank says, when I go out with my Thai friends, they laugh at me. If I try and tip, they tell me it's only for tourists unless it's a Thai massage. Understand. Stuck in Florida says the ads on CV videos are usually fundraisers. Oh, gotcha. Quasman says, did you hear about Yep, we've all heard about Kev. We spoke about it earlier in the live stream. Super sad, and he was good dude. Good dude. Question for the chat room. Gilmore Hike says, "How worried are you?" I'm worried. I wouldn't be too worried if I were you. Gilmore Hike. I wouldn't be too worried. You're in a pretty good spot. According to everything I've read. Montella says, "Mine are not fundraising vids, just my usual bitching and complaining." You do a good job of that too. Very good job of that. Jim says, "Steve Montella, we will definitely have to watch that on your next live stream. Keep it to the initials only. I'll watch out for that when we go live next." Cody says, "Jay, I've said we need a vid for pinto beans and cornbread." Hang on, guys. Sound like somebody was outside my door. If the air conditioner man happens to pop in here, that doesn't mean I'm going to go offline, so don't worry. Let me just kind of move everything a little bit because that might be them coming up. It is. Hang on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Sweaty cop? Try to make room for you guys to get in here. A little bit. I'm online, so you guys can do your thing. Okay, so there might be a little bit of noise in here. It's all good. Let's see. Oasis says Emirates Lounge in Dubai Airport. You want me to cut it off? All right. All right, hang on a second. I got to get caught up. Emirates says Emirates Lounge in Dubai Airport is always full of contractors, both guys with lots of tattoos and crew cuts. That wouldn't surprise me because Dubai's got a lot of rich people in it. James says, "Is tipping only really for tourists?" You know, I tip just because I know what these salaries of these people are. And I would feel bad if I didn't tip. Hang on a second. Pause for commercial. Yeah. Gilmore Heights says, Stuck in Florida says he got there 30 minutes early instead of 3 days late. Things must be slow. I know, right? Let me see here. I don't know what the period means. Paul says, "Steve Montelli, I like your dry sense of humor." Me too. I love Montelli's dry sense of humor. It keeps me on the edge of my seat because you never know what he's going to say that does something crazy or that makes you laugh. Our experience says, "My Thai girlfriend loves to tip with my money." I'm sure. Jim says, "Okay, guys, he's gone. Hit that PayPal. Let's see if we can get him 2 or 3 PayPals while he's going off screen for a minute." Well, I'll pop back on too fast. Robert says, "Stuck in Florida. Hello, by the way." Gio says, "If you tip well at the Hilton, you will get personalized thank you cards on your bed. And if you tip well at WS Place, the staff will take care of you." Interesting. Very interesting. Our experiences, I agree, Gio. Stuck in Florida says, "Hello to Robert." Gilmore Wright says, "If I was there long term, I'd tip." I do. Jim says, "Never mind. He did not stay gone long enough." LOL. Come on, guys. Hit that PayPal up. Ring that bell for the channel. Definitely, if you want to, guys. I mean, you know me. But we'll keep having a live stream. Jim, we'll have a live stream long enough that eventually somebody else will come in and hit that PayPal. for sure. The channel could use it, no doubt about it. But it's all good. Geo, Tommy says, Geo and me, you tip alike. Filthos, hi guys. Looks like I've got a lot of catching up to do once you repost this. Still good to catch live. Hey Filthos, it's good to see you, man. Gumright says flying 24 hours in economy class does not make me feel generous tipping. Jim says, JC, I have to step out for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be back if you're still on here. I will check in to see if we've had any contributions. You can let me know how much I have to pay up Friday night. Sounds good, Jim. Montelli says that was funny. My Thai girlfriend loves to tip with my money. I know, right? Stuck in Florida says if I didn't tip, I'd be waiting for my mom to smack me upside the head. Yeah. Cody in Texas says AC guy in the hizzle. Yeah. You can probably hear him working. I'm sure you can hear him working right now. Gio says, and that is true, Thai girlfriends will tip with your money every time. That's so funny. I've never had that happen. Probably because I haven't had a lot of one-on-one time outside, going out to eat and that kind of thing with my the 2 Thai girlfriends I've had. Cody says, if he farts while working, that's me. I hear you, man. I hear you. Let me get something to drink out of the refrigerator. I'll be right back, guys. We are going for a Coca-Cola right here. Cody says, I'll contribute $10 if you tickle him. Bro, that ain't happening. Can I use my USA Netflix in Thailand? Sure, as long as you have a VPN. Otherwise, you'll get Thailand Netflix. Gio says, yes, it works. Stuck in Florida says, I would have to be in Thailand for a really long time to even think about Netflix. Can you guys still hear me? I feel like I want to make sure you can hear me. Gio says Hulu doesn't. So no Hulu. Sorry for the background noise, guys, but it's going to be there a little bit. Tommy says, JC wiped down everything the repair guy says. Oh, believe me, I'm going on a cleaning spree because they've got the whole thing torn apart. Check this out. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to have to go on a cleaning spree after this is over. Yes, they're all wearing masks. That's true. Yes, can hear you good. I'm glad you guys can still hear me. It's a good thing. I probably should have put on my mask for them coming in, but I forgot. It is what it is. Cody says, dude, hurry up. They get, you know what the weird thing about this is? I rent this condo, right, from a landlord. So typically when you have a landlord and you have a problem, they pay for it, right? But I have to pay for this, which I thought was really weird for some reason. I don't know why I would have to pay for it, but I do. So, 500 baht. It's only 500 baht, but it is what it is. $15. Steve Montelli says, how's the heat there now? Summer yet? You can move all this, all that. Okay. Yeah, it's hot, Montelli, and it's getting hotter, man. It's getting hotter by the minute, really, or not by the minute, by the day. It's getting hotter by the day. Let's see. How's the heat there? I just read that. Just hang on, guys. It was stopped up, and I guess they're blowing it all out right now. That's what's going. That's the noise you hear. So just hang tight for a minute. Steve says, homecoming, is it for utilities to be included in the condo rental agreement in Bangkok? Yeah, utilities are, but I didn't know that I would have to pay for this, which is really weird. Most people don't have to do that. DoMoreLife says, if your AC is sitting on top of another AC that's broken, you might be in Thailand. That's so true, man. That's so true. 1 is regular, 2 is food included, 3 is nice couches, food, and lounge area. I really hope they clean up after themselves. That would be really nice. Because right now, there's a lot of vacuuming and spraying and all that stuff going on. I don't think it's going to take them very long. Actually, I think they're done on one side. Second Florida says, maybe I missed it, but what was wrong with your AC? It was dripping water, and I checked the drain plug outside, and it was draining fine, so I don't know. Cody says, I'm thinking he's meeting out. Oh, why did that message get deleted? Gio says in regular is like $4 US. Second Florida, maybe I missed it, but I was wrong. What was wrong with your AC? Yeah, it was just dripping water everywhere. They're currently throwing water everywhere, like it just hit my computer. Right? Okay. No, Cody, I'm not going to do that. Montelli says that is odd for the tenant to have to pay for repairs. I agree, man. I agree. It's very odd. Be accountable. What's up, man? Hey, JC, glad I caught the middle of this live stream. Hope you're doing well while in prison. Yeah, I'm doing my best. Right now, we're having the noises that you hear are the contractors that have come over to fix my air conditioner. And they're doing a good job. So it's all in what your rental agreement says Jim. Yep, I agree. I don't remember when I signed it that the cost went to me, but evidently it did. So it's no big deal. It is what it is. Gio says I guess he's answering Seek. 7 days is great. It's what I recommend for newbies. 14 days is even better for your second trip. Anything past 30 days is kind of overkill. For your first trip, yeah, I would definitely agree. You would have to bring a lot of money with you to stay a month over here too. No question. Be accountable says, awesome. We will push through the noise. Yeah, push through the noise. Why not? Right. Jim says that's what I do for a living here in the States, real estate and sales rentals, but it is all what is written in the contract. Here, I don't know how it works there. Me either, really. Cody says vegetable maybe. You will get tired and homesick around the 26th date. That's probably true. MBK Center is cheap for shopping, mostly. Bill Moore says, any Hank Jr. fans in the chat? Me. I'm in me. Don, do your students speak with an Alabama accent? I don't know why they would. I'm not from Alabama. So, no, they don't speak with an Alabama accent. They speak with a Thai accent. Go More High says, what accent? I love that. That's even better. They're doing a whole. This is the thing about getting things done in Southeast Asian countries. Labor's cheap because if you really think about it, he's going outside now to flush the outside part of the unit, and we're talking about 500 baht here. So that's really not bad at all. Not bad at all. Gio says if it's an outdoor mall, it's cheap. Nothing is real. All of it's fake. If it's from a mall like a Terminal 21 mall, it's going to be real stuff and expensive. That's very true, Gio. That's 100% true. Yeah, the AC guys don't care, Cody. Jim says, come on, guys. We've only got $5 of the 125. We can do better than that. Yeah, probably could. We got 45 people in here. The last time we had 45 people and asked to do a big challenge, we got $645. So could do a little bit better than that. I will let you guys know that when they're finished, I may have to cut the stream. I'm not sure if they'll just take 500 baht. Matter of fact, let me just get the wallet real quick and see. Let me make sure I got 5 100s in here. And we'll have to worry about that. David retracted a message. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, do I have another one? Yes, 5. Oh, there's a, nope, no it's not. That was just an email. I thought somebody clicked in with a PayPal. Because they sound the same. Definitely sound the same. Steve Montelli says labor's cheap. Yes, labor is cheap. That's the good thing about having people come up. If this was done in the U.S., it would probably cost what, $200-300, something like that. This is going to be $15. Cody says, I bet the AC guy is wondering why there is no wall decor behind you. Gilmore Hike says, I thought talk was cheap. I don't get it. I know you're making some kind of joke, but I don't get it. Montelli says at least 150 in the U.S. David says, hey, mate, I'm trying to sleep. Keep the noise down. Nothing I can do about that. Anything in the USA is overpriced, says Robert Mack. I agree with you 100%. Well, most everything is overpriced. Yeah, it's about time to put up a poster. Oh, we're talking about behind me? Yeah, I could probably put something up back there, but the rules and the stipulation, nice couch, Jerry. Hey, Lefty. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Thanks for dropping in. We're currently having an air conditioner party. I'm just kidding. The air conditioner is being installed in my or not installed, being repaired in my condo. By the way, how many of you guys have gotten your? You don't have to. You can just type like 1 or something if you have. If you want to, you don't have to. But has anybody gotten? There's the PayPal link. Thank you, already experienced. Has anybody gotten their $1,200 or whatever their check may be? Have you guys gotten that yet? Because I haven't, and I know I qualify for it because I double checked on it. Gio says it's not air conditioner, it's air con. Air con. That's what they used to call it in the Philippines, air con. So I try to just call it air conditioner. I don't know. He is beating that AC tail. Geomax says nope. Montella says claim it's your minimalist aesthetic. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Montella. That's so true. Tommy J says starts next week. Robert Mack in Asia. Hello. Nope. So no check yet. Michael says not yet. I think next week. No 1200. There's my Instagram. Are your experiences thrown up? I appreciate that. Robert says stuck in Florida. Hey, bro. Gio says you won't be getting a check till like September. Hope I get one before that. I have an American bank account that I did my taxes with last year. So I hope I get one before that. That would be really nice. If it takes that long, that would be crazy. It's direct deposit first, then it's check. Yeah, mine should be direct deposit. No question about it. It should be direct deposit. Because that's what I've used for my tax returns in the past. Or last year I did anyway. So it shouldn't be a big one. Tommy says Geo direct deposit next week. What? See, the problem with that is I know people in America that have already gotten it. And even they use the same bank as I do. It's kind of weird. Not a PayPal. That's a video. Let's see. David says $1,500 in Australia. That's cool. Stuck in Florida says depends on how much you made in 2018 as to when you will get your check. People earned under 10,000 will get theirs first. I see, Stuck. That makes a good point. Good point. Direct deposit should be first, says Robert. That's good. Hard check starts in May. That's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Are you experiencing 2,000 in Canada? That's good. David, 6 million people get in Australia. Awesome. Gio says in mid-April, the direct deposits will start trickling down, and 1,200 isn't going to help anymore. Well, here's my thing with the 1,200, okay? It's going to help me tremendously. My thought on that about the 1,200 not being enough is I would rather have 1% of something than 0% of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hang on one second, guys. They're testing my AC here. Should be. 1 second, guys. We're testing out the AC here. Jared needs a Rebel South flag behind him. Do you know how much flack I would catch on YouTube if I did that, man? Woo! Let me see. Yeah, you guys got some unemployment going on over there in that area as well. I'm gonna have to do some massive cleaning here in a second, but it's working. And that's a good thing. Not sure why that door's still open. Let me catch back up. Yeah, I would rather have the 1,200 than have nothing because like I said, I'd rather have 1% of something, 0% of nothing. Gio says it's being called the landlord bailout. Hey, that's fair. They Stuck in Florida says David 1,500 in Australia is what, $1.50 US. Put a pic of Jessica Alba behind you, please. Just for you, Cody. One day, I'm gonna put up somewhere some pictures of Jessica Alba. Alexander James, welcome to the chat. Don't know they are paying us 80% for staying at home here. Wow. And you guys know for unemployment in America, they're actually paying 100% of your salary, is what I heard. Stuck in Florida says for $1 trillion they could have given. For 1 trillion, they could have given every living American 30,000 apiece. That's so true. Jerry needs the rebel set. No. Gio says, "How can you pay your bills and your rent with a one-time $1,200 check?" You can't. I mean, for most people, you can't. But again, the $1,200 is better than nothing. I mean, it's better than $0. That's my only point. Is it's better than zero. It's not that it's great. It's not that it's awesome or like wow, 1,200 is coming in. I'm going to be awesome. It's not that. It's just that it's something. It helps. Montelli says can't be done, Gio. And let me see if these guys are ready for me to pay up real quick.
Yes, sir.
Finished?
Yes, sir. All done, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. 500 baht, sir.
Thank you very much. 500.
Thank you, sir.
Right, okay.
Have a great day, sir.
Oh, sorry. No problem. Thank you. Let me see if they lock my door back, guys. That was fast. They did it. Like I said, they did all that, fixed my air conditioner completely. It looks brand new and it's blowing very, very cold air. Very cold air. And it's not leaking, which makes me very, very, very happy. So that means I can take all of this stuff that I had piled over here in the corner to stop the flow of water dripping down on my couch. And voila, we are all good, boys and girls. That's great. That makes me happy. Hang on a second. Montelli says can't be done, Gio. But see, it can for me. That's the thing. Like if they direct deposit $1,200 in my checking account in the USA, I just move that money over here and pay all my bills with $1,200. I mean, I can pay all my bills with $1,200. No problem. Rent, bike, cell phones, internet at home, and almost groceries. So for me, it's a big deal. Michael says, I believe another 1,200 check will get also another bill will be passed. I do too. I think there'll be another one. Right now, there really seems to be focusing, if I'm correct on what I'm seeing, they really seem to be focusing on the small business loans and having the banks get those small business loans out. So I think that's incredibly important. Wow, my aircon hasn't felt this good in since the whole time that I've been here. To be honest with you guys, let me turn the thing like where it's not straight on my face, because that would be cool. Yes, stop right there. Awesome. David says, hope you get your money back. Yeah, me too. That would be a huge help, especially with the AdSense going. That would be a huge help for sure. Gio says, remember when it went from 2,000 to 1,200? Oh no. We're not doing that, Gio. We're not doing that, bro. We're not talking about politics in here. Sorry, bro. Not doing that. Yeah, let's not get too political. No worry. I love you, Gio, but we're not talking politics in here. Jim says, I think you meant to say you would like to have a small percentage of something other than 100% of nothing. Yeah. What did I say? Did I say that backwards? I probably did. Yeah, I would rather have 1% of something than 100% of nothing. That's what I was trying to say. Thanks for the catch there, Jim. Gio says, tip him, LOL. I did, 500 baht. That's not a tip, but I just, it is what it is. All done, sir. Yep. And he spoke good English too. Why did you pay and not the condo company? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at my contract and see why I had to pay. But 500 baht you're talking about roughly $15. I mean, and like we said, if all they did had taken place in America, it would have likely been much more expensive. Matter of fact, let me look at something real quick. I want to see if they did anything. I was trying to see if they did anything to mess up my toothbrush because I didn't know they were going to be in the bathroom also. So they must have been. They must. I don't know I don't know how the plumbing systems work over here in Asia. So there must have been several things there together that, for whatever reason, work together. Montelli says, big of them in the U.S. to give us $1,200 right after the Fed dumps $90 billion a night into the. You can't say that bottom part, Montelli. Bangkok Warrior says, did you give that repairman a tip? No, I paid him what the cost was. Sink says, can I work in Thailand with a degree from the USA? With a bachelor's degree, you can. But the work permit process, non-immigrant B visa, which is what you'll need to work, is lengthy and can be very difficult. I have numerous videos on this. In fact, I have a whole playlist dedicated to how to get a non-B visa and a work permit. So you're welcome to watch those videos as well. David says, yeah, mate, our dollars, crap. Oh, you're talking about Australia? I understand. Gilmore Hike says zombies. What? Huh? Yeah, that's why I didn't. I'm gonna take. Just because you have that word in there, I'm gonna take. That out. Filtho says, I think tips are not needed there for price contracted jobs. Where you're 100% correct. They're not needed for that. Steak Florida says, David, I was just messing with you. Glad it didn't offend. Gilmore Hikes, has anyone seen anybody dressing like the movie Mad Max? Not yet. I haven't seen that, brother. Let's see, where were we here? Where's the best street food in Thailand? All over Thailand. There's great street food everywhere. Probably one of the best places to get awesome street food is the big market. I did a video on it, the big market here in Bangkok. I forgot what it's called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Alexander says, problem being is if that 1,200 ain't going back into the U.S. economy, it won't be so useful. That's true. That is true. That's 100% correct. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about that over here because not a lot of money. I don't inject a lot of money into the U.S. economy. Maybe orders from like Amazon or something like that would be my would be the money that I inject into the U.S. economy. Also from YouTube, I guess that's injecting into the U.S. economy a little bit because you have to pay taxes on it. So that would be that. Michael says, yeah, small business is hurting. Yeah, but they're getting a lot of bills passed. I mean, they're getting a lot of loans passed for those small businesses. So it should not be much of a problem. I don't think. I think they'll do a good job. Montelli says they have to prop of our failing economy any way they can. Now I disagree with you there, Montelli. That the failing economy happened because of what's going around. The economy was not failing in the U.S. Not in any way, form, or fashion. Unless you know something I don't. I don't know anything about the economy failing before CV started. I don't. If numbers don't lie, then I don't understand that. Geo says from March 9th, the Thai bot went from 3107 to 32.75 today. I surely wish I was in Pattaya right now. And so do I, to be honest with you. I'm tired of sitting in Bangkok. Steak of Florida says the condo company would have put a bucket underneath the drip. Yeah, I know I used some old rags and stuff. Kumar Height says that's a good way to collect water. that's that's true. David says it's okay. Stuck in Florida, no worries. Geo aircon labor in the U.S. would have probably started at $65 an hour. That at least. Um, yeah, I hear you, Phil. Those. I can see your comment. Nobody else can, but YouTube's telling me to hide it, so I'm going to hide it. Sorry, bud. Montelli says, okay, I don't want to get you demonetized. I restrain myself. Fair enough. You and I can talk about that anytime. In fact, I'd love to hear why you said that, to be honest with you, because you may open my mind to something that I didn't know was going on. So by all means, feel free to comment when we're finished here, bro. Gomer White says, is pizza company still open for takeout delivery? Well, they're open for delivery. I don't know about takeout, but they're definitely open for delivery. Gio says, I thank my lucky stars. I got my job at Amazon before this pandemic started. Yes. And because we use the P word, that's got to go. But I'm very glad that you got your job before that happened as well, Gio. I really am. Steve says that's the best U.S. money spent in Thailand. More, yeah, I got you, buddy. James says, let's talk about something else. What's the best hotel that you've ever stayed in? I don't really stay in luxury hotels over here, James. To be honest with you, I'm a budget centric kind of traveler. So I don't really stay in like the nicest places. I would say probably about the nicest place I've stayed, and this is not anything super nice, is going to be the the D Hotel in Pattaya, and that's just a good hotel. It's not a anything super special, but I stayed there and it was really nice, or it was nice. But that's about probably the best I can think of. Most of the other ones are so. Montelli said, "Is pizza?" Wait, Jew says pizza company is still open. Yes, they are, but you can't go in. You can only call for delivery. Montelli says, "How about what's the best hotel for the cheapest price you stayed in?" That would have to be D Hotel as well. I would say in Pattaya. In Bangkok, when I was coming up here on the weekends and when I first got here, I stayed in a place called, I want to say 63 Boutique, Bed and Boutique or something. It's supposed to be a hostel. And for like $21 a night, that was a decent place, clean. Everything was clean, plenty of power, refrigerator, but there's no windows in there. So that would be my Bangkok one. And that was pretty cheap. Alexander says, do you get to the islands much? No, but I really would love to. In fact, I haven't been to an island since Richard and I went to an island. And that was the last time he was there. That was a long time. Our experience says, love the D Hotel. Yes, we do. James says, I booked a nice but small one-bedroom apartment for $57 for a whole week. Is that the normal price for Pattaya? No. No. Did you use Airbnb or Agoda, hotels.com, all that stuff? Because if you got $57 for a whole week in Pattaya, you have to, I don't know. I have a playlist on the places that I've stayed and done reviews on where some of my friends have stayed on this channel. So be sure to check those out. And even Richard has a video or two in that playlist as well, where he stayed in Pattaya. But $57 for a whole week, that's kind of concerning. Gilmore Heights says, I have bad news to report. I just checked my cupboard. I'm out of pinto beans, but I do have other veggies. Ha! Good. It's about time you ran out of pinto beans. It was through Airbnb. Okay, if it's through Airbnb, then it may be legit. $57 may be a legit thing, because I was gonna say, if you book through like hotels.com or something and you got it for $57 for the whole week, then I would be concerned. Excuse me. Seek says, is Thailand safe for single male travel? Thailand's pretty safe for just about anybody. As long as you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. I can pretty much guarantee that. Steak in Florida says, go more hike. I have 5 pounds of dry and 6 cans of Margaret Holmes pinto beans if you need some. Thanks. James says it had a bunch of positive reviews. That's good. That's always good. Filtho says, how about best located plus cheapest plus guest friendly hotel in Pattaya? Our Rovers. San LK Metro. It's going to be the cheapest. It's located perfectly in LK Metro, right in the middle of it. It's in the LK Metro is a 90-degree street, and it's guest friendly. Gio says, best hotel I've been to was Central Grand Mirage. It was spectacular, but way too far from the good stuff. Gotcha. James says it was normally twice as much. They may be running deals right now too, just to get money, booked up coming in, that kind of thing. So if you, like I said, if you got it off Airbnb, I can see a small apartment or small condo, something like that, for $57 for the week right now at this current time. Hit the thumbs up button, guys, if you hadn't already. Go More Hike says, but I did find 1 can of Lux fried apples with cinnamon. You guys are killing me, man. Killing me. I want some of that so much. James says it was normally twice as much. Yeah. I hit that one. Stuck in Florida says Thailand is the safest feeling place I've ever been. I agree. In terms of Southeast Asian countries, I didn't feel that safe in Laos. I didn't feel that safe. Certainly didn't feel that safe in the Philippines. And I felt pretty safe in Malaysia, though. I have to say, I felt pretty safe in Malaysia, like in Kuala Lumpur. I felt pretty good there. David says, see you, mate, and my American friends. Great chat show. Bye. See you, David. Yep, I think after 2 hours and 12 minutes, and I didn't realize it had been that long, it's probably time to shut it down because I need to eat some breakfast for sure. I want to thank Mr. Jim Pell for trying his best to rake in some contributions for the channel tonight. We got a couple, but we got $5, which I appreciate very much, and just want to say thank you. And to the person that sent that, it's under a company name, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But Jim did a good job trying to get something going, and it's all good. But hang on, we got a couple comments coming in here. Alexander says, I will tell you something, with everything going on, I can't wait for this all to pass so I can get saving and getting out of here in the UK and over to Thai ASAP. Gives you a different outlook. No time. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Alexander said, to waste. No time to waste. Absolutely. Gio says the only way to Pattaya right now is by boat, but be warned, the ship's captain might drop you off at Jurassic Park. Robert says, Jeremy and everyone watching, have a great day or evening. I agree. Good Morning says $20 with dollar signs. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said. Stuck in Florida says, David, have a great day and stay safe. And I would like for everyone to make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Montella says, we all feel the same way. Get us out of here. I understand. David says, same, stuck in Florida. All of you guys take care of yourself, man. I love you guys very, very much. I appreciate everybody that came in on the stream tonight or today, wherever you are in the world. And I'm very grateful to have you all. Thank you to my moderators for being awesome moderators, which you always are, always have been. And really want to say thank you to all you guys. And to everyone else that dropped in, made a comment, or made a suggestion, or commented on what the original plan was to talk about the 3-day millionaires versus real travel. I want to say a big thank you to you guys as well. And Randall says, love life. I agree. Love life. Stuck says, I've been stuck for 2 years. Woof. That's got to be rough. Thanks for joining the live stream. Absolutely. Robert says, when is the next live stream, Jeremy? It might be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what the situation's like and if I have time to make a video or not. So what I really need you guys to do, like you hardcore Do More Lifers, the family part, is share a couple videos. Share a couple videos that you really like or that you think people would really get some value out of. Share it with everybody you know on our social media because we need to get some traffic coming back in to the channel for sure. Ari Experience, I want to super thank you for being here. Just like super thank Jim. You do a good job keeping up with everything. Tommy and Stuck in Florida. And I don't think Roger's here, but he always does a good good job as well. So all you guys that are moderators, I really appreciate you guys doing a great job. Stuck says, thanks, JC, for bringing the Do More Life family together. You are more than welcome. Jim says, Jeremy is midway. Maybe we can all make it up to the channel on Friday night. I hope so. I hope everybody comes there and on Friday night. And Jim, you can do your thing. And like I said, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you throwing out the challenges and trying to get something going. It most definitely helps the channel, no doubt. But again, it helps me more than anything else because it shows that shows the appreciation for the value and the content, and that's what I really, really enjoy. So, with that being said, guys, I love you. I mean it. And if you don't do anything else today, even if you're stuck at home, find a way to do more life. See you guys.